Yo, 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 what's good, YouTube? You already know, man. It's your boy LaRon, female rap elite. I am back with another video. So, look, you already know how this go. Please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Please make sure that you thumbs up this video, thumbs the video up. You know what I'm saying? Hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession with no question every time I go live. You feel me? So, wait, what the hell is this? Hold on. Oh, that's okay. Okay. So y'all already know what we here to do. So we're talking about the Nicki Minaj rumors, Summer Walker. You know, she's recently annoyed, and the blog's been posting about people touching her belly, and she's upset about it, which I understand. We're gonna talk about that. And Cardi B Hot Shit. You know what I'm saying? She's on the track with 3 fan bases, and the track didn't touch #1. Is it a flop or not? Did she need a video? If she had a video, would it went #1? You know what I'm saying? That's a question. So we're gonna chit chat about it. Also, Jhene Aiko is pregnant with Big Sean's baby, so congratulations to them. What's up, Miss Parker? I made a live, yes. What's up, Glenn? What's up, K Holiday, Erica? So Erica's chit chatting about what was that, Freema? Freema, she said, I love that every publication is giving rave reviews about Nicki's performance at Essence Festival, even the Recording Academy. I'm glad to hear that because there's a lot of black bloggers giving negative reviews. You know what I think about the people who giving negative reviews about the people who are giving negative reviews about the Essence Festival, they're just mad about the stream. I think that's what it is, because the people who were at the actual show, they had a good time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I think that is. You know what I mean? Please make sure that you check out. Actually, let me see if I could bring this up right now. Hold on. Make sure you check out, because hold on. Videos. Yeah, make sure that you check out my snippet. I shared the snippet of my new song. I'm probably gonna drop it in like the next 2 to 3 weeks, 4 weeks tops. Because I like to when I submit my songs, I like to submit them for like a month out to Spotify, just in case they throw it on the playlist. You just never know. So I don't like to do last minute shit. You know what I'm saying? I learned my lesson, but I felt like the last time I did that when I released something, somebody passed away, and I was like, I couldn't wait to announce it and for it to be out, and then it's just like you made a plan and you couldn't really execute it. So I hate being ahead, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what kind of like pisses me off, because you never know what could happen, essentially. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so let's check this out.
A prize possession, but not picture perfect.
Yo,
I give advice over our meals because I think you're worth
is
it.
it
I'm
muted?
flawed like your name when I write it out in cursive. I know my angels lurking, even if I attend your service. Help me complete my purpose, keep me safe from them jealous ones that can't tell us none. Haters be like them broke hitters with that dirt. We can't sell us none. Rap game, everybody wanna deal with the hell is this. Sell us something, the way they ride.
We'll get into that later. I'll bring it up later. So listen, Hot Shit isn't trending anywhere. Literally, I haven't listened to it. Don't plan on either. Damn. So are people calling it a flop? Let's bring it up. Let's bring up first, let's get into Jhene Aiko. Let me go to, because I'll bring that back up later. But yeah, new music is definitely dropping soon. I really love this song. I really pushed it live back because I kept listening to it, and I was just like, damn, like. Then I started fucking trimming my beard and shit, and I was like, damn, I started trimming my beard. Now I got to take a shower. Then I got to get off hair like an hour. Like, yo, I don't know. I like to, like, I was telling you, like how I like to, how I like to mop my floors and shit. I like to boil water every week. That's how I mop my floors with boiling. I boil that water. I pour a little bit at a time, because I did get splashed by some boiling water before. I pour all that shit in with that pine sol and all of that shit. Yup, that pine sol is a smell that's reminiscent of my youth, because I don't know, like, just different shit, right? Like, I don't know what it was, but my mom, it was like every time we came back, like say we went away every summer on a vacation with my dad, we went somewhere. Every time we came back, our room would be done over, and she would just, that she went through everything. My mom was that type. She thought she was slick. I swear to God. Little boys do keep a messy room, though. You know what I'm saying? Little boys do keep a messy room, but you'll come home on my mother ass, and after she done been off the whole day, oh, she done went through everybody's room. Oh yeah, everything is cleaned up, and if you don't wrote something down, you better know that she's seen it. You know what I'm saying? You better know she's seen it. If you said some shit in a notebook or something, my mother was that mother. She was opening shit up. I knew. I was like, you nosy. You nosy. You know what I'm saying? But shit, that's what parents do. They gotta know what's up in this motherfucker. If you ain't going through your kids' shit, I ain't telling you to invade their privacy once they reach a certain age. But you gotta listen. let me just say this to you. My friend, she kind of like reinforced to make sure I wasn't crazy. I don't know if my mom did this, but my friend, she used to go through her daughter book bag, like, you know what I'm saying? Not go through it, but like when she was a little girl, like between the ages of first grade to sixth grade, she like, oh, let me see your work. And it was just a natural thing. I feel like people build those walls up when they don't have that relationship with their kids. Like, yeah, this your book bag. Like, let me go in your book bag. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what the hell is going on. These kids will tell you anything. So let's see. Let me scroll this down. Then started getting annoyed when I told her to stop doing that when I was in high school. My mom would do that too. Hell yeah, because she got to know what the fuck is going on. You're gonna be, I'm telling you, when you get older, you're gonna start chronicalizing you're gonna start thinking about all of those things that your parents did. Like my mom, she used to be so good. And that's why I'm telling you, like, because you just gotta be blessed in this existence because everybody don't got the same story. And a lot of people had harder stories. And even though we struggled a lot, but we never thought that we was better than anybody. But I knew I wasn't at the fucking bottom. And I understood that before I was 10 years old. I knew that we didn't have everything, but I knew that we wasn't at the bottom. I knew it, even though I knew my mom was struggling. It was a crazy, like, how, wasn't it crazy that, like, yo, I was able to understand as a little boy before I went to kindergarten, that I love both my mother and my father, but I didn't want my mother to be with my dad, because when I used to be with my daddy, he would take me different places. I didn't know what was going on with these women, but I knew that it wasn't my mother. You know what I'm saying? But they wasn't together, but I just knew that I didn't like that. So then it would be certain times, when you were a little kid and then your dad and your mom might not be together, but then your dad might be trying to play your mom close, trying to get close to her and shit like that. Let me tell y'all this story. I don't know if I ever told this story out loud again, but I'm telling you was some shit that I did. I remember one time my dad was over my house, and I'm telling you, my psyche was just too crazy as a young boy. And I knew that he was there too long. And I just kept coming out of my room and walking to my mother's room. And I kept lying, saying that I was sick. I was like, yeah, I need some Pepto-Bismol, because he was in my mother's room sitting on the bed, just trying to get too close to her. And she just was just like, no, no, leave, whatever the case may be. And he was just trying to like mosey in. And then eventually he did leave, because I was not going to sleep until that nigga was out of that house. And ain't it crazy that I was that young to know that that was my dad? I loved him, separation, but you're not supposed to be here, nigga. Like, nah, I was around town with him. And my dad will always spoil some shit, because he was some country nigga from North Carolina. He will always spoil some shit. I remember one time I got these pair of sneakers that was too small, and we went back to the sneaker store, and they had this last pair of Jordans. And I asked my mother, like, can I get those, please? And my father spoiled it, and he didn't want me to get them, and I couldn't get them. This was like the times. Do you remember those times right before you went to kindergarten and you was out with the adults, and they would be running errands during the day? I would get little. I benefited. Trust me, I remember all of those times. I remember. That's why I kind of love that shit, because some people don't remember their life like that. I remember bits and pieces of everything. I remember before I went to kindergarten, I didn't go to no daycare, nothing. Like, I went straight to kindergarten, straight to kindergarten. And maybe that did attribute to some of my ways of being kind of like suspicious of people, and just not really like secure in family, and not really giving a fuck about friends. I promise you, I've always been like that, been really secure. Like, I had brothers and mad cousins. It was like, what's more sufficient than that? Like, I ain't never have to kiss. That ass kissing is nothing, something that we never did. I was maybe too nice to some people, you know what I'm saying, and very giving, but ass kissing for friendship, nah, never like that. Never. Some black people dislike successful. Some black people dislike successful black people. Yeah, true that. Oh, wait. Let me go to I'm looking at this from YouTube. Let me go to my hell no, I'm not no Gemini. And no shot to the Geminis. I'm an Aquarius. No, I'm an Aquarius. I'm not no Gemini. No. People find it weird that I remember so much from 3 years old. Exactly. Like, why don't you fucking remember? Let me tell you some shit. I have this picture, and I will show it to y'all one day. When I was 1 years old in my birthday party, my cousin was on the table with me, and I remember lifting my hand up. Maybe psychologically, because after I took psychology, they told you that sometimes you'll see pictures and you'll think that you was really there. But I remember lifting my hand up to hit him, because I just wanted my space. Like, I don't know. I remember that. I remember when I was a little boy, like 2 to 3 years old, that my grandmother would only let my cousin go to the store with her, because she was the only girl amongst all boys. So I respect her for that. Yeah, she was the only one. It was mad little boys. So it was like all of us had to stay back at the house with the oldest little boy, while she ran down to the store with my cousin to get, yeah, because she wasn't going to leave that girl. See, that's how I'm saying how we grew up. This is what I'm trying to say. You think about stuff like that. And that shit is touching to your heart. That lets you know that my grandmother had the emotional intelligence. That wasn't saying that we was gonna beat my cousin up or anything like that. Anytime my grandmother went somewhere and she stayed there with us, we were so happy because she let her stay. Like, you know what I'm saying? My older cousin, we loved her. We would get out into our little yearly fights and shit like that, but we all meshed really well. But anytime grandma was going to the store, she never left my cousin at the house with us. She always got to go shopping with her, and the boys stayed back at the house. Like, you know. So that's why I learned early that anytime I could go, I'm not staying at the fucking house. You crazy? Especially you see some adults in motion, they going out somewhere, nigga. You know they gonna eat. Yeah, you know they gonna eat good, and they gonna do some shit for you. Like I don't know what a happy meal is, and that was probably my mother fault. Like when I seen that guy bringing that food to the house the other day, and I'm wondering how old is this kid? We was young as hell drinking them big. My mom, yo, food. I know we listen. We done ran it up for some damn food. Um, us Aquarius love Geminis. Let me tell you something. I love Geminis, but it's been proven that we don't work in relationships. But my best friend, like one of my best friends actually is a Gemini that passed away. And I miss him during this season because let me tell you something. I'm trying to task low key. This is fucked up with me. Let me tell you how people fucked up. Oh, I have my fucked up ways too. So my friend Lester who passed away, this was just that nigga. Anytime it was a holiday or anything, everybody's at his house. And I ain't talking about making no wham bam bullshit food. I'm telling you, as a New Yorker, fuck that Chinese food and fuck that fucking pizza. When I moved down here and was friends with him and seeing how his family operated with the food, nigga, I had the best food in my life when I moved to Houston, Texas. The best soul food, black food. I'm talking about shit laid out, barbecue, sausage links, all types of chicken and fucking or just all types of just anything that you could think of was there, and it was delicious. I remember one time we was over there for Thanksgiving right after Hurricane Harvey, and like we was in there asking like, oh, like do you have sweet potato pie? And they was like, I ain't trying to be funny, but you better off asking us what we don't got. Like when it came to food, they was plentiful with it, and it was good food. You know how you go to some people's house and you be like, I'm telling you, all this fucking food was good, all of it. So now my friend passed away. So now I'm trying to task my other friend, like, yo, are you barbecuing for thanks for the 4th of July? I'm trying to task somebody else. And people like me are the worst because what we think is that we can just come through with money and money, money, money. And you can just be like, oh, I got money on the food. That shit is not, no, you have to plan shit out sometime. So that is one of my flaws. And I noticed that even in relationships sometimes, like I'm like that. I'm more so like, I got the money, you make the plans. And that's not right because you still need to be able to plan for stuff too. You shouldn't always dump that into people's lap. I thought about that today because I really did get an attitude with my friend today. I'm like, yo, so are you barbecuing? Like, you ain't responding fast enough to these messages. You know what I'm saying? My brother is a Taurus. I bump heads with my brother and my cousin. I love them to death though, but I don't bump heads with my female cousin that much. But me and her be having little shit back and forth. Like one time she said something and I ain't like it, and then we bumped heads for like 2 weeks, and then we got over it. But we known each other since we was babies, back when she was a little girl, My Little Pony days. I ain't ever gonna stop talking to her like somebody who I don't know. But yeah, you gonna feel my wrath. That's why I'm saying like, don't ever be fake to nobody. If I could get into it, me and my family, I'm telling you, that shit is life. No, and I be telling that shit to my coworkers. Like if I play around a lot sometimes. You have to check me. Don't feel like you can't check me and still look me in my face and have a regular conversation like an adult because that's how adults navigate and move. I'm not going to cower. I'm gonna tell you exactly how the fuck I feel, and I'm not going to lie. No, I got people in the grave who I miss, who I don't see. And when I think about it, it makes me fucking sad. So imagine me being here and not being able to tell you some shit. Fuck you. That's how I feel. Fuck you if I care that much. But when it comes to my family, no, we could go a little week or so without talking, but we ain't gonna drag it that long. Aquarius got the most stand-up sign to me. Aquarius are very complicated though. We are very complicated individuals. Listen, let me get into the topics because I keep having to delete my time on I keep having to delete my videos on here because I be building up so many hours of time on StreamYard, and I don't be wanting to delete everything. But what the hell is this? Yo, they bugging. I see something on Big Sexy Instagram, but I want to go to the neighborhood talk. There's so many things that I think about, right? You know, you guys, when you think about it, you're gonna lose your parents one day. And I'm not saying that even if you had bad, you got to make the good of the bad. Remember those things you had, when you was a little girl, like even or a little boy, or when shit, whatever it is, you still do have a story. You still can eulogize. When it's time to give somebody eulogy or speak on them, like I think about all the amazing things I think about all the time. Like, let me tell you something, keep it real with you. My mom was amazing, but my mom, I had to dig into her psyche once I got older. I had to realize my mom was a do it. And when I was younger, my mom was like, I love you type of mom, but my mom is not a I love you, love you, love you, love you. Hey, baby, I love you, I love you, I love you. She's not like that. But when I got older, I asked her, I said, how was your parents growing up? My grandfather was a Korean War veteran. He wasn't, I love you. She was strict. They were strict. They wasn't that type. So you got to realize sometimes what you get down. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes I know that we might sit back and look, especially if you got some dysfunctional shit going on in your family. Think back and think, who was the first person? This shit trickles down. Who broke that person's heart who brought you into the world? You ever think about that? Who broke their heart? And then, one of my friends, I feel like she low-key a narcissist. She was like, I don't give a fuck who broke my mother's heart. She was like, I'm the child and this and that, whatever the case may be. I feel like that shit is corny. Like, nah, you got to care about about what your mom been through. You got to realize when my grandfather died at 90 years old, my mother told me in the parking lot of his funeral that her half brother touched her and her sister when they was little girls. She never told me that. And I don't know why she didn't tell me that when her father was alive. I don't know why she never told me that. I don't know why. I don't know why she never did. I don't know. I don't know. She said it was a period of time where he wasn't allowed to come over. And then, of course, he started coming back again. So, yeah. Let's get the naked chat up out of here again. Let me bring up this neighborhood talk shit. I was gonna say this bullshit. Let me bring this up. So let's see. Please make sure that you thumbs up the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you hit the bell notifications, all notifications. So Snoop Dogg's daughter is tired of the hateful comments about her relationship. Y'all, let's see what she's talking about. So Snoop Dogg's daughter is tired of the hateful comments about her relationship. Y'all love saying a nigga like me because my baby daddy Snoop Dogg. Ooh. Oh, she's saying that he like her because of that reason. Oh, I see what she's saying. That was kind of hateful. Y'all are so miserable and it's so sad. It's so let me see. Let me make sure that it's up straight because I know I'll be having to tap in. Yeah, tap it in. So listen. Y'all are so miserable and it's so sad. It's so hard not to let people comments get to you because deep down they struggling, but I'm still human and words hurt. How do y'all have time to sit on someone's page and just talk shit? It never made sense to me. But if they see you in person, it's another story. So hateful. I'm praying because it's sickening for real. So what they trying to say, that she can't get a man that looks like that? I don't think that she's bad looking. She's a dark-skinned girl, but I don't feel like she's like what? She don't deserve that. But what I want to tell you is that at the same time, I'm not going to act like, listen, it depends on how your mind works. We could all sit up here, and this is why I love my friend Tanya, because she was like, I hate when people get into this positive and negative fucking talk. Like, like, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, like that shit wouldn't go through my mind. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like that. I'm not going to. I'm not going to, because my mind is a fucking dance floor. And yes, I might think of a lot of shit. You understand? I might not say it though. You understand? I be feeling like some people when they hear their thoughts, I have this weird spin on like just this weird spin on, I know that certain people do have issues where they say that they're schizophrenic and stuff like that. But sometimes I wonder if people, and I know that trauma brings on schizophrenia and stuff like that. But I want to tell you this. Where I told you, like, growing up and learning like yourself and negative thoughts and shit like that, right? And you got to realize, I'm always going to be with my mind. My mind is never going to leave my body. I have to learn what I give attention to and what I silence. I know how to silence thoughts. I'm not telling you that negative thoughts might not come to your mind, but if it's not something that I enjoy, I know how to because you don't realize that you could be entertaining some shit silently in your head. I know how to mute that shit completely. Yep, it's a thought right now, and then I'm gonna let that shit roll right the fuck over. You understand? What I really feel like, and this was my spin on it, and I'm not saying that people have been diagnosed and treated or whatever, but I feel like sometimes people get your conscience confused with shit like that, with voices and shit like that. We all have some positive voices and we have negative shit that we hear in our mind. Some people want to make it seem like it's always, oh, hey, and this shit all the time. It's not like that in your mind all the time. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It's not. You just got to learn how to balance it, and you have to learn how to channel it, and you got to know what's right and what's wrong. You got to know what medium you're in. If you're in a medium like YouTube and you're trying to talk to people and do commentary, and you want to add a little humor or some comedy, you know what I'm saying? You're going to do it like that. But I still feel like you're going to be, depending on what it is, you're going to be responsible about what you say. Like, there's a lot of ways that I could say about how I feel about people, but I typically I don't like to address people, especially women, for their appearance. I just don't like to do that. Even though the other day I did feel bad, but I have been seeing that for a minute, and I wanted to say it. I was like, yo, Cardi's, I don't know what she did, because her face looks kind of different from when she was in that airport bodega shot. But her face does have kind of like a moon effect, where it's kind of like, it just looks like it's kind of like slightly pushed in the middle. And it's kind of like, I don't know. But anyway, another thing that I seen on this page was this, right? So I know a lot of people, this is another reason why I don't ever it'd be certain shit that I be seeing and I might say it to myself or I say it to my friend, but I won't ever come online and say it. A lot of people are talking about how Tammy has lost so much weight. It's like you don't never know what she's dealing with or what she wants to reveal. And then you end up saying some shit, and then the person is dealing with some sort of terminal illness or whatever. Not saying that she's dealing with that, but I remember from back, like, who was the person on Basketball Wives? Was it actually Evelyn Lozada or somebody was like, oh, she looked like she needed a Tic Tac or something like that. Not a Tic Tac. She looked like she needed a vitamin. Who said that? Refresh my memory if you remember, if you know what I'm talking about. Kata Goddess, I don't know if you guys know, but she's like a female rapper from Brooklyn, New York. But I'm noticing that she's making a career of being in the comments all the time. That's kind of like, is that what people do with verified pages? They just comment on popular posts so that people like their comments and then they get followers. Is that like one of the benefits of having a verified check? That's what it seems like to me. Let's see. My mother taught me that when you have a child, that is your baby, and sad to say, but it's not a lie. These men do whatever they think. They have a say so. I'm a big dog. I make the rules around here. See how she's under this post too. Your mother was saying so she wouldn't have to watch the baby. If a man is playing this part, let that be y'all baby. Yeah, I do agree. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, it's a lot of stress and pressures out here with raising children and shit like that. One of my friends right now, she going through it. And you would think like life is so different for different people. But shit, she raising her baby on her own. And it's like every aching second, she's with her baby, even with her family. So I told her, you got to find a way to make peace of it. Like, make peace of it all. Like, you got to find a way. I'll admit to you, my mom, she was there, and she wasn't perfect. Where when I say wasn't perfect, of course there was some misses. Of course we got into trouble here and there, like, you know what I'm saying. But can you really blame that on your parent and say that they're not perfect? My mom had to work 3 fucking jobs at a point to take care of us. Of course she's not gonna fucking see everything. Of course she's not. Like, like my mom, she wouldn't like make me feel bad. Like, I remember if I came home and like say I got a 75 in math, right? Back then a 75, that's almost a fucking 80. But not at 80. But she wasn't the type who would beat up on you. She just she just never made me feel like that. And that's why when people try to do that, I get really yeah. I just always think like you should and even if you did grow up like in a way where people talk to you a certain type of way, once you become an adult, you got to learn how to shut that out. Like, to me, that shit is foreign to me. Like, it just is. I could tell by the way that certain people went through shit, like how my coworker, she tells me how her mom is, where she thinks she could question me, like, oh, you went to the break room, you didn't tell me you was getting a snack. I ain't even respond to her ass. I looked at her and sat right down in my chair. Who the fuck do you think you talking to? I don't respond to shit like that. I don't get down like that. I don't, because my mom don't do shit like that to me. She don't. My mom will only nag about if you didn't have your shit picked up, or if your room was a mess, or if it was Thursday night and it's fucking late and ain't nobody bring the trash out yet. That's the only thing that she gonna nag your ass about. That's it. That's it. I don't like no nagging ass motherfucker. My mom would nag if the music was loud because she would be mad. And now in hindsight, thinking back, it's like she was older. She was like, my age now. So it's like, yeah, she would be fucking mad. But we had a lot of freedom. That's why I'm not used to nobody limiting me. If you ever noticed in my personality, it's all because of the way that I was raised. I knew what the hierarchy was. I knew my mother, my father was at the top, and I knew anybody outside of that could not do anything to me. That's why I told you that time when I was out playing with my friend and we playing out in front of the house during the beginning of the school year, this man was watching us from around the corner, watching us play. But guess what? I'm telling you, you think I'm playing, but even when I was in 6th grade, I had hindsight. I said, why is this guy watching us? We playing football after school. We doing like 2-hand touch football after school, but he's watching us and he's like, from this halfway house that's around the corner. So he follows me and my friend around the corner after we chasing each other because my friend had new sneakers on. And like when somebody got new sneakers on, I stepped on his sneakers. So he was trying to get to me and I kept running around the car. He couldn't get to me finally. He gave up. He went around the corner. So I'm sitting in front of my house because he gave up. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sitting in front of the house, nigga, but I could still see if you coming from around trying to sneak me or some shit like that. So I look through the bushes and then it's this older nigga coming through talking about, hey, you know about a blowjob? Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? My heart started racing because thank God, and you might think I'm playing, thank God for hip hop that I even knew what a blowjob was. But I still wasn't that little kid that was going to bring some stranger ass nigga that was outside of my family. Oh, how you think you're going to show me what the fuck a blowjob is, nigga? You a stranger. So I say that to say is that I knew that he was an intruder and I alerted the adults immediately. Like, you understand what I'm saying? The reason why I say that is because I know other kids. I have stories from people who I knew that I grew up with who they got touched and assaulted in their areas, right? For example, let me tell you, my friend, she told me that she was throwing a ball in her area. Her and her friend was playing in some backyard. She threw this ball and it broke a window. For some reason, let me tell you this, she was really scared of her mom because she said her mom was a bitch and she would fuck her up for anything, right? Long story short, this guy, she broke the window and he said that it basically, if she didn't tell her mom and she did whatever, so he was molesting her from the age of 10 to 14. Yep. And they finally found out about it because she was leaving the house one morning where he made her come over there before school and somebody ended up seeing her and they alerted it to the authorities. Yep. Now, I will tell you that story did take place in Trinidad, and then that's when she moved from Trinidad to New York. But could you imagine? I'm trying to tell you that shit lives. I wasn't raised like that where, like we getting this shit out loud. You saying some shit, I'm saying that shit out loud. It ain't no secrets. It ain't none of that. So my mom, I felt like she came from that era where you sweep shit under the rug and, people don't talk about shit. Nope, we get that shit out in the open, nigga. You're not going to say no shit. I'm telling you, when I was in sixth grade and that guy did that shit to me, I had my whole family in front of that fucking house where he was from. He knew not to play with me no more. And he still was in that community and he lived it because he was living in a halfway house. I don't know if he got released from prison and maybe he has some shit going on with him. I wasn't that little kid you was going to come up with because it was definitely going to be a fight. And thank God that I knew what that was in 6th grade. You coming up to a 6th grader asking about a blowjob. You don't watch me play with my friends around the corner for like the past hour or so watching us. And thank God that I knew that he was there. I'm like, why is this guy watching us? Nigga, come on. I ain't trying to be funny to you or no shit like that. I'm not the one who was doing it, but I wasn't really worried about it. Now, in hindsight, he could have fucking choked me out or snapped my neck or some shit like that, right? But I'm not trying to be funny to you or nothing, but I knew that, like, I ain't trying to be funny. And I think this is any person who's from New York. I knew you just know a lot of people by the click. I could have this shit I could have shit outside the same way he did that shit. And I had my whole family out in that shit. Banging, my brothers is banging on the door, like, bring that nigga outside. 6th grade. You gotta think, I'm in 6th grade. My brother's in 7th grade. My other brother's in 9th grade or some shit like that. We wilding outside with the parents and ain't nobody saying nothing. Nigga, you got me fucked up. You coming to my house doing some shit like that. And he ain't trying to return back to the halfway house until like 9 at night. We still went outside and wild the fuck out. You crazy? Are you crazy? So, man, I don't know how we got on that, but Yeah, it's all through that baby shit. I always be just thinking of shit like, yo, that's how people be getting tricked by telling their kids, be yelling at their kids and having their kids scared to talk to them. And then people be getting over on them, telling them that they're going to hurt their family or they're going to do this. They're going to tell your mother. Come on, could you imagine her breaking a window amounting to years of sexual abuse by a neighbor just because she's scared to tell her mother? And she's like, oh, I didn't want to have my mother. Let me tell you, this is the psychology behind it. I didn't want to have to tell my mother because she always struggled and complained about bills and she didn't have the money. And I broke the window and he told me that if I didn't tell, yep, he told her that if she didn't tell that he would make it go away, basically. So I was never scared to talk to my mom. Like I'm asking all types of questions. Like, nah. Yes, you got to build trust with your kids. Yep. What's up, Ashley? What's up, Tifa? What's up, Smile Queen? Yes, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession with no question. So let me bring this up real quick. Give me a second. Oh, hold on. Let me bring this let me stop and then we're gonna go into Summer Walker real quick. But I wanted y'all to check this out. I kind of figured it out. So let me do this.
Is all I gotta do. I'm coming for everything. I put that on.
Fuck. Hold on a second. I'm wilding. Give me a second. Let me go to YouTube. Somebody had left a comment in my video and he was just like, hey, like, they didn't understand how the song sounded. So I wanted to bring that up real quick and post the snippet of it. So let me do that real quick. Please make sure that you subscribe. Yeah, do all of that shit. Let's see. But not picture perfect. I give advice over our meals because I think you're worth it. I'm flawed like it when I write it out in cursive. I know my angels lurking, even if I attend your service. Help me complete my purpose. Keep me safe from them jealous ones that can't tell us none. Haters be like them broke hitters that dirt weed can't sell us none. Rap game, everybody wanna deal. What the hell is this? A sell or something? No way they ride them waves, gonna mess around and get a sell or something. Defeating all my weaknesses. I don't even know what weak it is, but the best is yet to come. I know it's hard for you to see it big. The hurt and loss and trauma, it's still strengthening up my armor. It's still people wishing me bad. I know they still getting that karma. Listen, I'ma be the best me is all I gotta do. Ooh, I'm coming for everything. I put that on everything. You deserve the better things. I deserve the better things. When they go against us, then people gonna lose. Yep, so that'll be out like in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks. So I love that track. For some reason, it kind of gave me chills when I was listening to it today. Cause like what I really was doing when I ended up writing that song, I made it in a way where I wanted it to. It's just where like I wanted to be about the best me, but I also wanted to touch on the people who wasn't here because I felt like throughout this whole pandemic, I lost so many people, like family, friends, like you know what I'm saying, and that shit really hurt. Like I really felt the brunt of pain of losing people throughout the past, like maybe the last 5 to 6 years, to be honest. And it kind of like heated up within the past like 2 years. Yeah, it's different when you lose a grandparent. Like my grandfather, when he was like 89 when he passed or 90. And what happened with him was that, man, you get older. He was trying to get his newspaper. He, bent over, tried to get his newspaper, and he ended up breaking his hip. When you break your hip at that type of age, like the pneumonia set in. And that's why older people, if you ever notice, they so scared to fall and shit like that. So yeah, man. So I can't wait to put that song out. I'm trying to figure out what I want the artwork to be like, or you know what I'm saying? We love you, LaRon. The good Lord kept you safe. Yes, that's my current morning song. Thank you. I appreciate that. So let's bring the shade room back up. Was that the shade room? I'm sorry, the neighborhood talk. Let's bring the neighborhood talk back up, you know what I'm saying, and get into this Summer Walker shit. So Summer Walker, let's see. Summer Walker wants y'all to keep your hands off of her belly if she don't know you, if she don't know your ass, and rightfully so. Which I agree with her. I thought it was common sense, but don't touch my belly if you're a stranger. I give bitches an inch for a picture, they take a mile. But you know what, Summer? Maybe now that you're pregnant, not saying that you're disabled or handicapped or anything, maybe you should limit the people who come around. Maybe you should only limit it to kids, or you know. 'Cause I even feel like with the, with kids, maybe you wouldn't feel that way if they did it or whatever. Or and if they did, you would expect it because they're children. So maybe she should just hold off on that process. That's a little bit too close. You don't know who's who, and I'm pretty sure her security is right there though. But I could understand that shit like that. Why I don't fuck with people in the first place. No. So yeah. So what do you guys thinking about that? I understand it though, because you don't want everybody touching you. You don't want their energies around you, but also you got to realize who you are. You're Summer Walker. I'm pretty sure she's out there performing and shit, and you taking these pictures and doing these VIPs because that's an extra package onto your performance or the tickets, right? You make more money like that. And she looked beautiful to me. I think she does. So of course people gonna be like, "Oh my God, I touched the belly." I mean, that's not far fetched for somebody to want to do when they see her because it's Summer Walker. I'm pretty sure that people like me, honestly, right? I wouldn't go see Summer Walker. I'm not saying that she don't got no good songs, but the people who really love her love her. So could you imagine standing next to her and be like, "Oh my God, it's Summer Walker," and be like, "Oh, you're pregnant." Like I could see, but I think you should ask first. To be honest with you, you should always ask a person because I used to always get mad when people would just walk up to a person and just start rubbing their stomach. I think you should ask them like, "Oh, can I touch it?" or whatever. But yeah, but she gonna make everything huge anyway. Let's see. I don't even want to bring nothing up with that Jocelyn Cabaret shit. Her stupid ass was in that damn video talking about, who she was saying it to that girl talking about, like Cardi B, like Cardi B said, sit your ass back. Sit your ass back. I'm talking about drunk men in the casino, not bag. So I guess Ari, when she made that comment earlier saying that she ain't never letting niggas put their hands on them no more. So today was the last day I let a nigga put his hands on me. Fight your demons, not me. Let's talk about this. I feel like a lot of people are craving, and shout out to Paris Milan. She did a video yesterday where she was talking about the situation with the girl in the bed with her father. The girl was in the bed with her daughter's boyfriend, and then the whole situation with the meals and stuff with McDonald's. I think people are just taking content creation to a whole different level, and people are doing a lot of different things can we say it for attention? I mean, I'm doing these videos in hopes that people who would love it would engage with it and maybe like what I talk about. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't know how many views that is going to get. But I do think that when people create these viral situations, they know that it's going to go viral. So maybe they are looking for a different amount of views. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I feel like Paris Milan. I liked her video on that because some of the topics that they choose to go viral with is just crazy to me. Like it was this one girl. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would consider her being like you know what they would consider like beautiful or whatever. But I didn't feel like she was a ugly girl, but people was trying to tear her down because she said what she expected out of men when she dated them, and they didn't feel like she looked like she deserved that. And I feel like that's wrong because that's how you end up letting people mistreat you, just because they don't feel like you look like you deserve it. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you end up out here walking around with your head down and not getting what you truly deserve. So Jhene Aiko was spotted out with her baby bump. Remember, people announced that a few weeks ago and they didn't know if it was true or not. So yeah, she's officially knocked up with Big Sean's baby. I'm proud for them. You know what I'm saying? Big Sean. I don't know much about him. I've been to his concert before with my friend. We went to a Big Sean concert and it was really good. When I listened to his Drink Champs interview, it gave me some insight into his mind and how he thought and how he was raised, and it kind of reminded me of myself and of how like he was just saying how he rapped and how he didn't never really wanted to be like super gangster in his lyrics, and he always just wanted to be lyrical. That was one of the things I always wanted to do because I'm telling you, I had to fix that shit earlier on because one of my brothers, he even said it to me, and I was talking to the engineer the other day. He was like, some of us won't admit, sometimes we do be having haters in our family, but I don't like to say certain shit out loud. I just feel like we have different opinions sometimes. But Yeah, like Big Sean is lyrical, and I don't feel like he focuses on gunplay and shit like that. I remember one of my brothers was just like, "Oh, I like you better when you do stuff like that," and I didn't want to be like that because I didn't feel like that's truly who I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I heard Big Sean in that interview, that's when he was talking about Kanye West and how he owes him money and shit like that. It really let me understand his psyche, and then I respect people like him. I don't like Kanye West. See, some people they don't understand. Listen, understand the type of people when you sit back and they be like, oh, they really enjoy Kanye West. Like, I'm not saying that he don't say no genius shit or he don't have some valid points. But a lot of people who can't even see the dysfunction in Kanye West, that's something that you should be able to highlight in they ass too. Yeah, and that's to show that it could be a future problem that you're gonna have with this person. Because if you watch Big Sean and on Drink Champs and watch Kanye West and Drink Champs and tell me who would you want to chill around all day and be like, yo, let's go get some food. Let's kick it. Like, let's let our families come together. Kanye, he just seemed like it's going to be some issue. It's all, I don't know. That's just how I personally felt. But anyway, congratulations to Jhene Aiko and Big Sean. I wonder where they were at, but Big Sean got the Pradas on. I want to get me a pair of, I either want the yellow and white products. I don't know what it is, y'all, right? It's something about that patent leather. Like, I got like pretty much every color patent leather Jordans, right? I have like every color, and it's something about that patent leather that make me feel special. I don't know what it is, right? Do y'all feel like that when y'all wear like I'm about to get these New Balance too. They like all black and they got this they all black and they got like this lime green and they got the black patent leather like on the body of it. It's like they like those old school, you like pretty much the New Balances and the Asics and all of those sneakers are what the big brands copy off of. And those like, those old those what type of sneakers are they? You know what I'm talking about? Those like old granddaddy looking sneakers, all of those shits. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. I don't think no one shouldn't be touching a pregnant stomach unless close to the family, and y'all not. True that. Nicki was right. Kanye is a clown. Kanye been doing people dirty. Yeah. So let's speak about like that. So in regards to Nicki, the Nicki Minaj rumors, right? With some people saying that, with that whole Angela Yee situation where they were saying that, it was due to their beef that they had. And I truly believe, and I respect everybody's opinion, but I truly don't even think it was that. I really think when it came to that live stream that Angela Yee knew when she was reporting on it, that Nicki's name was not cleared for that contract. And I feel like it's easy for us to chalk it up to and be like, yeah, she was hating or, some shit like that. But I felt like I've heard Angela Yee give Nicki compliments since that whole situation, since that whole situation with the hate train and shit like that. I felt like I've heard her be sensible in regards to Nicki. I ain't saying that I know that they besties or anything like that. And I just feel like maybe, this is how I looked at it, right? I felt like maybe she just knew about it. And this is why we was just like, what about Nicki? What about Nicki? And then Nicki's name wasn't clear to be on Hulu. And maybe it was just something that she knew, She's doing a whole interview with Angela. Yes, that's why she was hating. Cardi B did lip service. Oh, word. She did lip service recently. So I thought it was just because think about it. If you know the insight, you can't say that somebody's going to be there and you know that they're not going to be there. You kind of want to keep it real. So I thought maybe she wasn't mentioning her name because she knew that Nicki wasn't going to perform. I think Angela wasn't sure if Nicki wasn't going to be viewed or not, so she told her not to announce. Oh, okay. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And you got to realize, guys, that's a whole nother bag. You can't just view, like we look at it as a fan, like you're just turning the camera on and you're streaming somebody. No, that's a whole nother company getting involved in business, and that's a whole nother paycheck. You can't play with a person like that. And this is why I be trying to tell you that behind the scenes shit when it comes to Nicki, to how she handle her business, don't fuck with my bitch. Don't fuck with her. She about that bread. You're not about to milk this black woman. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about none of that shit. And she's smart as hell. She don't give a fuck listen, I'm not saying that Nicki don't give a fuck about her fans, but she doesn't care about upsetting for a stream for that day. You can't play with me and disrespect me. That's why I respected, and that's why I loved interviews so much back in the day. Because I remember back in the day when Foxy Brown was beefing with K Slay, and she said she shot the Too Much For Me video. She wasn't really beefing with him, but she said that she only showed up for one day because she didn't get paid. So she said she did that, like, so it's a video with Foxy Brown and DJ K Slade, Too Much for Me. Foxy said that she said not only did she shoot without getting the money, she shot and she not get paid. And she said, come on, Kay. She was like, this is not right. She was like, you're not gonna go to the club and DJ and not get paid. She was like, I need to be she needed to be pretty much compensated for her efforts, and I understood it. So that's what I think a lot of people stopped doing shit up front back then. So you got to pay people the money to even to do shit. I don't think that Nicki had an issue with the promotions for Essence or anything. I don't think it was anything with Essence. I just think it was some Hulu shit. But who gave them that stamp to even throw Nicki's name on there? So Nicki was probably raised questions about that day about the contract negotiations, and they didn't know the final result would be. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, but don't let nobody play with you like that and just think they're going to get that shit easily. Nah, that's not about to go down like that. Hold on 1 second. I want to go get my water. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Yo, young money right here, throw it up, no high cheer. Cold like a white beer, Freddy Krueger, I'm a rap bitch nightmare. And I'm rich, I could buy you. Kill bitches, leave their body in a bayou. More brain than an IQ, more head than a dread. And my bank account ain't hardly empty. That's why I come through in a Barbie Bentley. So please, mamacita, please no envy. When you come around, it reads no entry. Who's next to go? My flow so flexible. Get gassed and get at me. Text a cow, shoot yourself in the leg. Plex a cow. White jag with the twisted lip. I ain't Mike Jack, but this is it. I'm everywhere. You like Balloon Boy, mama, you was never there. I am the Kung Fu Panda. Fuck all of your blogs, fuck all of your propaganda. Good for the goose, then it's good for the gander. Nicki ain't a rapper, Nicki is a brander. Please, you can never compare to me. All these bitches is scared of me. I am who they couldn't even dare to be. So that's all, folks. I go hard, pause, high spinner flow, get more pause. I'm a bad bitch on all fours. The president be like, it's all yours. Weezy and Nicki bring the A-game, high stats. Go together like Ricky and his eye patch. Go together like a team in the gym. Kareem in the ring, the queen and the king.
Cut. Yeah. So, let's see. No one on Nicki's team ever announced the Hulu stream, so it was never finalized. Her photo wasn't even on the Hulu promotion. Nicki said, cut that check or turn that shit off. Exactly. That I fucking love her business acumen. That's one thing I love and appreciate about Nicki. You ain't getting shit for free. And we ain't making up. I don't need a mediator. And I love that she did Roman's Revenge for all of the little, for anything that might be brewing with the, you know what's so crazy? Cardi B is so unvalidated that she got to get in her interview with Angie talking about, I just want Lil' Kim to pop her shit. She been popping her shit. You're not going to bring her back in some sort of way. Like, Cardi, shut up. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe this, right? But guess what? You won't break my soul. That shit is topping her fucking song on Spotify, on Beyonce. You know, all the shit they talked about her new single. Break My Soul is number 2. I love this shit. This shit feel like old Beyonce era. Yeah, I'm proud. Break My Soul is number 2 on Spotify right now. J-Hope is number 3. Cardi B is number 4. And what I don't understand is like how y'all got 3 fan bases on a song and y'all ain't rising. What's up with the buying parties? I implore y'all guys, go support, get the single. You know, this is what we ain't even looking at the numbers, but what's the gap between number 3 and number 4 and number 1? You understand what I'm saying? I love B's song. The lyrics are very uplifting. I respect her business side so much. Yes, I respect Nicki because you ain't getting shit for free. Like Foxy said, you know anything about a Brooklyn bitch, you don't get nothing unless you rich. And since I'm the original done got rap strips, since I be get some like a Playboy bunny, letter post nude, 6-page spread, Prada shoes. Imagine me letting like you run up in the ass with nothing to stash. I don't give a fuck. Give me something to crash, like a 600 Benz, a drop top Jag. Send me my friends on trips to Trinidad. Spend a little dough in the Gucci stove. Yeah. What's that other shit that do any of y'all remember that shit when Lil' Kim was dissing Tupac when she had let me see, Lil' Kim Faith Tupac. Yeah, I wonder if I would get hit for a copyright for this. When she was like, play your position. Now I got you wishing you never started dissing. Plus I give head better than you. My pussy get wetter than you. Fuck better than you. I dedicate this song to you. Like R. Kelly with them twin pox in your belly. Yeah, she really tried to come at Faith back then. That shit was lit back then. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All right, let me bring this up real quick. Give me a second. I want to bring this up. Yeah, Cardi, why y'all not at #1 right now? See, Cardi need the video. She trying to be like Beyonce knows with no video out. But you can't bring my soul. She think that they gonna just do it and just try to act like, oh, it's CGI and PGI, and I gotta do all this high-tech shit because I don't got no skill. And you know what was so crazy, guys? When Cardi was in these recent interviews, she was talking about how people was talking about her doing TikTok records. That she was like, then I did the song with Khaled. Then I did this. But sweetheart, remember how you tried to hate on No Flag, talking about No Flag didn't make no noise? None of those songs that you did that you thought was so different made no noise. None of those songs made any noise at all. None of them. Let's see. Let's do this.
Gonna take a miracle like Denise Williams, bitches get killed by the 6 shotter. Guns we got a lot of. Can't do me not to. When it was over, you best to see Papa. Get your titties wet. And wouldn't it be glorious? You give head to Notorious, insect my crew. You just wanna be down with my clique, bitch. Just a dick sucking, ready for some ass fucking. Let me stretch the tattoos on your breast. B.I.G. You rockin' my property.
P.Y.P. Play your position. Now I got you wishing you never started dissing. Plus I give head better than you. My pussy get wetter than you. Fuck better than you. I dedicate this song to you. Like R. Kelly with them twin pox in your belly.
Be quiet, my niggas bring the riots. Tough talk, right?
Can't be. What the fuck? Stay Geneva D. But no, let the wolf get the keys. Just like a day. And I. So getting to bullshit. Who knows what they got?
Oh yeah.
Who knows what they?
So this is when she was talking about Tupac getting shot too. Yeah, you gotta yes. Era. You gotta remember this shit. See, I know that a lot of people might have not understand this, but yeah, I think Kim was talking about when Pac got shot back then. So listen to this.
It's the bullshit. Oh yeah, who shot ya? Who knows what they got ya? Fed up, wet up. Maybe next time your punk ass will keep your head up.
Yeah, so she was popping big shit back there because remember Pac dissed her. So I can't remember when this remix came out, but this was a remix or it was a version that wasn't cleared for her album. But she was definitely different. She was dissing Faith Evans in the first verse because she said, "My pussy get wetter than you, fuck better than you." I can't lie to y'all. When she said that back in New York, we love that shit. My pussy get wetter than you, fuck better than you.
Bitch, just a dick sucking, ready for some ass fucking. Let me stretch the tattoos on your breast. B.I.G. You rockin' my property.
P.Y.P. Play your position. Now I got you wishing you never started dissing. Plus I get head better than you. My pussy get better than you. Fuck better than you. I dedicate this song to your ass. Like R. Kelly with them twin pox in your belly. So she was really riding off on the rumors that Faith was pregnant with Tupac's baby. Let's see. And then she dissed Pac about getting shot at the end.
Type of threatens the bullshit. Oh yeah, who shot ya? Who knows what they got ya? Fed up, wet up. Maybe next time your punk ass will keep your head up.
And then also Biggie was alive during this time too, so who knows if he actually sent her to do that? You know what I'm saying? Pac dragged her ass. Yep. I do like Phil Faith smash Pac. Hell yeah, hit him up. Yeah, she's 34 on me. I know several people on Highbridge who know her from 2012. Back then, you can also find receipts. If you type in Cardi B real age, you'll see the video. I believe that she is older. She got an older face. I'ma be the best me is all I gotta do. Ooh, I'm coming for everything. I put that on everything. You deserve the better things. I deserve the better things. When they go against us, then people gonna lose. Let me play that again for y'all. Check out my new snippet. I just posted it on my page. My new snippet, Best Me. Let me know when you think I should release it. I'm gonna do it like maybe 2 weeks from now. I'm gonna do 3 weeks because I need to get the artwork done. Yeah, let's do that real quick.
A prized possession,
but not picture perfect. I give advice over raw meals because I think you're worth it. I'm flawed like your name when I write it out in cursive. I know my angel's lurking, even if I find it tender service. Help me complete my purpose, keep me safe from them jealous ones who can't tell us none. Haters be like them broke hitters, that dirt weed who can't sell us none. Rap game, everybody wanna deal with the hell is this, a sell or something? The way they ride them waves, gonna mess around and get a sell or something. Defeating all my weaknesses, I don't even know what weak it is, but the best is yet to come. I know it's hard for you to see it big. The hurt and loss and trauma, it's still strengthening up my armor. It's still people wishing me bad. I know they still getting that karma. Listen, I'ma be the best me is all I gotta do. Ooh, I'm coming for everything. I put that on everything. You deserve the better things. I deserve the better things. When they go against us, then people gon' lose. I'ma be the best me is all I. A prized possession, but not picture perfect. I give advice over our meals because I think you're worth it. I'm flawed like your name when I write it out in cursive. I know my angels lurking, even if I attend your service. Help me complete my purpose, keep me safe from them jealous ones that can't tell us none. Haters be like them broke hitters, that dirt weed who can't sell us none. Rap game, everybody wanna deal with the hell is this, a sell or something? The way they ride them waves, gonna mess around and get a sell or something. Defeating all my weaknesses, I don't even know what weak it is, but the best is yet to come. I know it's hard for you to see it big. The hurt and loss and trauma, it's still strengthening up my armor. It's still people wishing me bad. I know they still getting that karma. Listen, I'ma be the best me is all I gotta do. I'm coming for everything. I put that on everything. You deserve the better things. I deserve the better things. When they go against us, them niggas gon' lose. I can't wait to put that out. So listen, this is your boy LaRon, female rap elite. I really appreciate y'all kicking it, chit-chatting on the top of Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate it. Let me know what you thought about what we talked about. Oh, wait, so we talked about Nicki. So, of course, the rumors of her being pregnant. Listen, I'm not mad at it at all. I want to say this. Nicki Minaj is the most successful female rapper, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I get that. But I felt like she's also attained and worked so hard. Think about it, right? Even if the people who don't like the pop music and they don't appreciate her pop songs and stuff like that, she went hard on every song that she's delivered to us. I never felt like Nicki just like lost it on some shit where like she just didn't give a fuck. And I felt like she deserves to reap the benefits of everything that she's put into this game. I feel like she got to, for one, she grew up in a family and she was a, you know, she had an older brother, little brother. So it's like, I'm sure she wants Papa Bear to have a little brother, little sister, or whatever the case may be. And she got the money to do it. And why not have a baby? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Nicki wants to have her own little family. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm happy that she was still able to pop out, do her performance, and all of that. So I really like this song. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. What do you like about it? Payola not trying to help Cardi. Exactly. They need to beef it up because shorty, them United States streams is not getting no steam. You know what I mean? She talking about she don't got that. She looking for that I like it for her album. Shorty, you should have been had that I like it for the album. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? This a Dead Man. Yeah, that's old though. I think, yeah. So listen, damn, Lil Kim, This a Dead Man. I think that happened back. I gotta see, the thing is this, right? I don't know when that remix came out because Pop got shot 2 times, right? Didn't he get shot 2 times or did he get shot and then he passed away days later? Whatever happened, yeah, Kim definitely released that. She dissed Faith Evans and she dissed Tupac. And she said, maybe next time your punk ass will keep your head up. And back then in New York, how it was so crazy with the East Coast, West Coast, we was actually like, yeah, Kim shitted on Pop. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. Being from New York, I was definitely more Biggie, more East Coast. We was East Coast. Like, you feel me? We was East Coast. So listen, this is your boy LaRon, female rap elite. Listen, please make sure that you check out the description. I have my Cash App link below if you want to support the show because you know my shit is not monetized now. Niggas try to hate on me and try to stop my shit because it was just like, oh, you have so many reposted videos, so that's why I'm not really doing reposted videos. So now I'm just doing my content. because they hate on you, because what happens is it's like this, right? When you post a reposted video and it's a shorter video and you get views off of it, they really start hating, because even though they don't pay you a lot off of it, they just don't even want to pay you for it. So I don't have no issues with like conversating, doing commentary, anything like that. So I just had to work at it at a different way. So you know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. You can still like do reposts and shit, but they just be hating on your shit when your shit get views, because my shit be going up. Like right now, I have a video on my page. I don't know what is causing this shit to happen, but it's Nicki Minaj with her real hair. And I actually wanted to do a video on that because there's so many people in the comments saying so many negative comments. Like they can't believe Nicki has long hair. Then it's like the smart people in between the comments like, well, Nicki, she's mixed with Indian. It's like, yeah, be fucking smart. Like her mom is like black and her dad is like Indian type of like black. Like, you know what I'm saying? Use your mind. People are like, oh no, I don't see the scalp. I don't believe it. Why would she have to lie about having long hair? Nicki always had long hair. She came in videos and like she wore her own hair before. People weird as hell. I'm telling you, people weird as hell. Why is it the only one on her site though? What you talking about? Lil Kim here hard as fuck too. Cardi can't compete with Nicki, so there's no comparison. Therefore, she can't compete. Exactly. Yeah, and on some real shit, I'm going to the Nicki night in Philly on the 7th. That's what's up. Did she put it on her website? Let's go to Nicki Minaj. What time is it right now? Oh, I've been here 59 minutes. I'm getting off of here. So let's see. You go to NickiMinajQueen.com. My floors, and then I could go out with my day. Everything I need. I got my new cologne. I got me some new clothes last week. They might be having a 4th of July sale. I might want to stop in the stores today and see what they got on sale. I want to go to a store on a different side of town, though. Sometimes I'll be going to the stores on my side. I'll be like, did I get everything? Like, I need to see what they got in other stores. I like to go to different stores. I like to go to the stores in the Galleria in Houston. I like them. So I'm going to go over there and see what's going on. Let's see. So she got the We Go Up merchandise. Let me go to the main page and see if she got anything on there. I can't see the events. You know how like you could typically see like the events? Nicki Minaj Official. Let me go to NickiMinajOfficial.com. It's bringing it to the shop. I can't see events for some reason. It's not letting me see it. So yeah, let me know what y'all think about that song that I just played for y'all from my see low key. I don't even want to release that right now because I want to release it with something else, because no lie, I feel like that song is strong enough to erase voicemail, and that's what I'm really trying to do. I want to erase, not that I want to erase it, but I just want to move on from that time. And like I understand how artists go through that though, real talk. And you know what? Something I really understood last night. Last night I was going through different producers' beats and shit like that, right? And I see why when artists stick with one producer and they kind of like to see what they get, because you could catch a vibe from a producer. Of course, when a huge artist, you want to have a variety, but I think when you do connect with one producer and y'all kind of on the same page, because with this one producer who produced this beat that I'm about to release, Best Me To, it's like his beats, he just got different waves of beats, and I like a lot of them, and some of them I don't like. But then the ones that he got, it's like different beats that I feel like connects to that song too, where it's just like, oh, this helps it sound complete, like real talk. So you just got to sift through their through their discography and figure shit out. But yeah, I'm gonna put that. I was gonna wait because last night how I was feeling, you go through different emotions. I'm like, I should just do more songs and just release them all together. But nah, I'm gonna release that shit by itself. I'm gonna do a lyric video for it and just release it like in 3 weeks, because I want to set it up on Spotify and have them review it, because certain songs they'll do based on, like, say you're an artist and you release some music and you get in like say you got a song that's happy, they might throw it on a different playlist, like, you know what I'm saying? So you just gotta work it. Go Nicki Minaj Official and you will see it on the first page. That's where I was just at. Hold on a second, let me just go to Google and put Nicki Minaj Official. Oh shit. Nicki Minaj website. Yeah. All right, now I'm here. I understand. Okay, I see it. July 8th, July 10th. Wait, Nicki is performing at the Wireless twice? Oh no. Oh, they put the dates up there so she could help them sell the tickets. So Club Detroit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't see it here. She didn't put the Philadelphia one there. Maybe she's making an appearance at the one. And maybe she's gonna make an appearance at the one in Detroit. You never know. You never know. So listen, this is your boy LaRon, female rapper Lee. I hope all of y'all enjoy y'all holiday. I might come back on and hop on later. I might not. But I hope y'all all enjoy the holiday season. And please be safe. You know, during the holiday shit always happen all the time. Be safe. Be safe when you go into the gas station and you pulling up. Make sure you always look inside and see if somebody robbing it, because you don't want to just get out your car and walking into a robbery. And the next thing you know, you're in the middle of some shit. Make sure when you pull up, yo, I'm telling you, yesterday when I pulled up last night, I pulled up next to this car or something. I didn't know what it was, but I said, somebody's in this car. They tents was mad dark. Then like within the next 3 minutes, I seen somebody's phone go off. I was like, yeah, I knew something was up. I didn't know who it was though, but they ended up leaving. But I don't know. I'm just very watchful. And I feel like shit, you don't know what age that you could have a switch go off in your mind and you might go crazy and you might not have no memory or anything. While I'm in the now and I'm able to know everything and be in the know, I'm gonna know everything that I need to fucking know, and I'm gonna watch, and I'm gonna make sure, shit, I'm gonna live in safety. You can't live in safety because little kids is getting gunned down in high school, in elementary school. But I'm just saying, if I could be proactive about it, I ain't gonna walk into some shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna walk into it. Yep. Yes, you got to be eyes open and focused. You got to be eyes open always. You always got to have to observe the scene before you pop out. Hell yeah. That's why, like, one of my friends, she be thinking that I'm crazy. Like, she be like, yo, you can hear me all the time when I come and I'm blasting my music. But listen, let me tell you something from a young boy. And my cousin put me onto this at an early age. He said, bro, and we was like teenagers, not even 20 at the time. He said, yo, nigga, he said, always be careful when you go in parking lots, right? Now, typically in New York, you grow up in a house or, where I'm from in New York. And even if they got like certain apartment complexes, like that's what he talking about. He said, bro, always be careful when you go in parking lots and people are like in apartment complexes and shit. He said, niggas will back you out in a fucking parking lot or some shit like that. So that just always put me on high alert too. Cause yeah. So listen, this is my thing. I'm never one of those people, like, unless I'm pulling up to a house or some shit, like out somewhere, I don't pull up like banging my music like that. I typically don't do that unless I'm like on a regular app pulling up to a store or some shit. But if I'm pulling up into some area that I don't know, y'all niggas be drawing attention to yourself, playing your music mad fucking loud. Now everybody from the inside, like, yo, who that? And they looking outside and they're like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You never know like how you save yourself. Like, let me tell you this, and you might think that this is pussy. But even one of my friends when we was younger, she was just like, yo, tell me why, like, I'm gonna just give this girl a name. Her name is Shira, right? She would tell me, she was like, tell me why Shira got into it with the people across the street. And I'm like, what happened? She was like, because I bet you just be bugging. She was like, you know that when you be walking up and down the street frequently, it's people sitting on the steps and all of this. She said, I told her, it don't mean that you pussy or not, but she was like, just stay on the other side of the street, right? She was like, you know, they don't know you. You know, they're gonna make comments when you walk by. So, they was walkers. I was a driver, and I ain't really know Shira right like that. That's not really her real name, but the girl ended up getting into it with people. But I say that to say is that when I brought my niece to a self-defense class here in Houston, when she came here to visit, the guy told you that self-defense is not always physical. Self-defense is always is also getting yourself out of situations before they happen. So what they said was, it's like self-defense is that if you see a situation that seems like a potential problem, you take yourself and you move yourself across the street. Once that thing from across the street then follows you or something, then you got to take it to the next level. But that is self-defense. And that's so crazy because people will look at that as that being pussy. That's not pussy. When you separate yourself or you see somebody walking across the street, that's their emotional intelligence removing their ass away from whatever the fuck it is that you got going on over there. And see, the thing is that people who be stuck on that dumb way of thinking, they thinking like, oh, you being pussy. So she would look at my friend Soraya like, oh, you're being pussy because you're not walking on the street with everybody. Like, in New York, when you're going down the street, it would be mad houses, right? It would be all types of staircases, and it'd be people sitting on the steps. One side of the street is just typically good, where there's not any people on the steps, or it's less people. So my friend, she would walk on one side of the street because she'd be like, it's just a little bit too much going on that other side, and I don't want people to say stuff to me. And I understood it. That's smart. That doesn't mean you pussy. That's just protecting yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Shit. One of my friends, when her daughter started getting a job, when she had to walk home at night, sometimes her daughter will only, well, I don't know why she did this though, but she just said she did not trust being on the sidewalk. She said she just felt like somebody was going to snatch her up or something. So her daughter would walk right in the middle of the street. No lie. I swear to God. She would walk in the middle of the street, but she would be walking like, you know, say the cars is coming towards her, she would be on the other side. So of course people will be driving behind her, and ain't nobody never hit her, but sometimes she did not like walking on the sidewalk. That shit was so weird. Yeah, don't put yourself in uncomfortable situations and trust that feeling in your gut. Exactly. I'm telling you, when I get that feeling, it's just like, nope. And I met this other girl who was so smart like that too when we was younger. You know, when you in your teenage years, and you, especially in the 90s, you know how they had those little places where kids could go party and stuff. So we had some shit like this, like the riverfront, where everybody that was age 13 to 15, they was partying at the riverfront, and they would throw these events. And there was this one girl, she was from New York City, and you know, she was new to the area, and she was like, you know what, I want to go, but I don't want to go because a lot of the girls don't like me from the school, and I feel like they trying to wait for an opportunity to get me somewhere. So she was like, no, it's an accident waiting to happen. She's like, it's just an accident waiting to happen. So she ended up getting into it with one of the girls at school. But, you know, that's different. When you fight somebody at school versus an event where it's not controlled, I don't care what you say. Nobody don't want nobody to have free range just stomping all over you and people jumping you and doing shit like that. Yo, I'm telling you, I've been in situations. I know girls who came to school and got bullied just for being them and being smart and just not backing down. It's like, why should a person back down? I remember one time I seen this girl literally get beat up, and she was, when the girl was even beating her up, she was like, bitch, why you don't like me? Because I come to school every day looking nice, and you come to school like a bum. Like, the girl really didn't even have no reason not to like her. She didn't fuck her boyfriend. The girl wasn't somebody that, you know, fucking her boyfriend. She just didn't like her because she was just a girl in the community, and she came to school looking nice every day, and she got good grades. Like, sometimes people don't like you for no reason. So that's why I can relate to a lot of women when they go through little petty shit. And that's why I'm able to help my niece, like, push through. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. My niece be going through shit like that. She in 9th grade, and she said this girl came into her class. It's a 12th grader, came into her class and was just like, these bitches. And I was just like, you should even look at her like, you in 12th grade. You really should be setting the example. I said, make her feel stupid. Tell her she's older. And she understood what I was trying to say. I'm like, don't feed into her. And then next thing you know, you into a fight. No, that's her shit. She looking for somebody to start trouble with. Like, you should know better than me. You a 12th grader. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I'm getting up out of here. 1 hour, 10 minutes. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification, all notifications, so you know each and every time I